Dobra, no to co, dalej lecimy. Co my tutaj mamy? Admirał Ren.
The Geth recovered faster than we'd hoped. If it hadn't warned us, they could have wiped us out.
Sounds like you owe Legion an apology.
However advanced your friend is, it's still a Geth.
A Geth who just saved your fleet.
And I wish I could have known it better. But right now, we cannot afford trust. What do you need?
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Special projects. It's not a fleet per se. Just a few research vessels.
Okej.
Her technical breakthroughs have put us within striking distance of the homeworld.
You're not worried about her losing perspective, given her interest in the Geth?
If she can save our people, she can do whatever she wants.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Sygnał
Edie,
SOS.
can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Konesh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is jammed. Can anyone hear this?
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Ganesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, would have lost the ship.
Widzisz, widzisz?
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tally?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tally. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
How did the war with the Geth get started anyway?
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans. It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat. My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately. Their AI lets them use extremely detailed radar pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
Ajajaj.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
Dobrze, dobrze. Ja przepraszam, nie wiedziałem, że chodzi o to. Dobra. Dobra, nieważne, tak. Nie, zostań ze swoimi. Jak ci tam dobrze, to tam zostań. Co my mamy? A gdzie jest Legion? Czekaj. Legion jest gdzieś w trójeczce. Jak ja go nie zauważyłem? Tu jest.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
Oj.
You say Geth fighters are targeting?
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will.
So we destroy the server?
No. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths.
Gety heretycy, jak to brzmi, nie?
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Rewriting the heretics increased the number of Geth allied with the old machines. This has resulted in a greater number
To
of
poboczna
hostile
misja
Geth
z dwójki, jakby
platforms.
co, nie?
So you're saying it was a mistake?
It has put us at a tactical disadvantage. This was not a foreseen outcome, but we cannot change a decision once it is made. Do you harbor regrets about rewriting the heretics?
No mogli być sojusznikami, ale się nie
The
udało.
Quarians hit first. If we get rid of the Reaper signal, maybe this war doesn't have to end with everyone destroyed.
An interesting notion. Most organics would not hold on to ideals of peace for so long.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it?
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
What did you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice.
Dobra,
We'll talk
to
later.
wszystko na razie.
We will remain here.
Lecimy. To co, musimy na statek zbieraczy, rozumiem, tak? Teraz.
Commander Shepard.
To ja. Dzień dobry.
Commander, we've got reports of trouble at a Turian fuel depot on Sion. I've updated the galaxy map.
Okej. Zdjęcia podczas urlopu ID. W ramach mojej edukacji powinniśmy wziąć udział w rytuałach występujących w każdej ludzkiej kulturze. Odpowiedz się w swoim mieszkaniu. Samara. Słyszałem dziś kolejne doniesienia na twój temat i pomyślałem, że zapytam ci, jak ci leci. Przybyłem właśnie na Cytadeli, więc jeśli mogę ci jakoś pomóc, odzywaj się bez wahania. Jak za dawnych czasów, Jack. Świetnie się bawiłem, kupując razem z tobą holograficzne tyłki. Dobrze widzieć, że nawet bez mojego nadzoru jakoś dajesz radę. Mam jeszcze parę dni urlopu. Daj znać, jeśli masz ochotę się spotkać i zrobić trochę czasu. Lekarstwo. Mailon. Kurde, odezwał się. Wiecie, komandora, jeszcze dany Mailon. Kurde, no i co? Idziemy jeszcze na Cytadelę? Spotkać się? Kurde, te spotkania są ciekawe. Tylko żebym znowu nie musiał robić... Uratuj admirała, wyłącz serwery Ghetów. Dobra, zróbmy to od razu, bo jak już jesteśmy blisko, to nie będziemy się... Uratuj admirała. Już nie będziemy się tak przemieszczać. Tali. A gdzie jest Legion? Legiona nie mogę brać? No dobra. Javika dawno nie było. Karabin pulsacyjny. Taki sobie. Miejcie te pistolety, bo one są dobre. Miej zjawę, gościu. Dobra. No właśnie, Javik. Granacik. Okej. Dalej nic na razie nie dodamy. No i mam swój hełm.
Have you reached Zelkorus's escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Zelkorus sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
What makes finding the Admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
They've lost a leader in a war they didn't want.
Their wants are immaterial. We are committed. Even Zelkorus understood the civilian fleet's importance. The invasion would be stalled without a supply chain, after all.
I'll do what I can. Keep your civilians safe.
I make no promises. My own ships must be coordinated for our final strike on Rannoch.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Zelkorus crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact him. Make sure to proceed with caution.
Dobra, dobra.
Admiral Zen.
Let's hope the wilderness is kinder to this admiral than the machines.
We'll see in a minute. Take us in to the tower.
Oj.
We're taking fire.
No to tak mocno nawet strzelają.
The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
Kurde, pustynna mapka.
My people have been in exile for centuries. To be standing here in the land of my ancestors?
To jest wasza planeta?
What tactics would they use?
The usual. More Geth.
Predictable. Machines have always mistaken numbers for strength.
Nie no, to taka planeta wasza sucha. Strasznie. Wybuchnie? Co to tak byknęło? Części getta pozyskaj.
They came so far.
We need to radio Zelkorus if we're gonna find him. Let's get to that jamming tower.
Fuck!
Are you hurt?
Nie, nie,
I'm
nie.
okay. Watch out for more mines.
Oszczep. A oszczep to jest jakaś dobra snajpa. Jeżeli ją ulepszę, to będzie lepsza, no. To weźmy ją. Przetestujemy od razu.
Synthetics patrolling below.
Widzę. Ej, dobre! Podoba mnie się. To jest dobra broń. Korpsuję. Korpsuję ją wam. Gety zrobili dobrą snajpę. O Jezus! Skąd? On się tu wziął. Z piasku wychodzą. Jak to tak? W piasku. Uważajcie! Tali! Palisz się do tej roboty, widzę. W sumie to twoja planeta, to nie ma co się...
There! The guns protecting the tower!
A ty gnoju, myślałeś, że mnie trafisz, co? Trafił mnie.
We should inspect the gun.
Za chwilę. Technologia Ghetów. Chwilę, Javik, chwilę. Ogniomiot Ghetów.
One of us needs to take those AA guns offline.
Tali, wyłącz się.
Tally, you take the guns.
No problem.
A my cię chronimy. A to ta broń. Ups.
The AA gun is offline.
No i super.
Good. Now let's shut down the two by the tower.
Uważaj na blisko. No to lecimy dalej. Tam wieża Ghetów, okej. Kurde, ciemno tu. Zobaczyłem! Uwaga na pułapkę, bo może to jakaś być. Nie ma. Części getta. Ktoś tu żyje.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorn hats. I clean engine parts.
This place is filled with Geth. You should have hidden.
I thought I could buy the other civilians time. Fight some Geth. There were
Bohater.
so many. First time I've even held a gun.
Don't move. We've got Medigel.
I've lost too much blood. Go. Look for the Admiral. Destroy that jamming tower. And you can radio him.
We'll find him, Dorn. I promise.
Please. Listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive. And my son. Tell him. Tell Jonah that his father made it to the home world.
Aww.
We will. Rest well, Dorn Hast vas Rannoch.
Let's get to that tower.
Działa przeciwlotnicza z dwóch stron, co? O, już idą. A tam turec. Gdzie wsiadasz na działo?
Let's look at the gun's console. We should be able to disable it.
Masz tutaj. Tali.
Who should destroy the gun?
No teraz ty, Javik, dawaj.
Can you handle it, Javik?
Easily. You should take the Geth's turn.
Dobrze, dobrze, idę na działko.
More machines. Keep the machines away. I need to concentrate. The gun is offline.
Let's get the last one.
Machines by the door.
Ale skrócik. Okej. Niech Tali pójdzie, nie? Teraz.
Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
Albo Javik.
Can you handle it, Javik?
Tali niech sobie postrzela, ona ma wprawę do strzelania do Ghetów, więc... Ty, a co tu jest? A kto tam się chowa?
Very close.
Już?
The gun is offline.
Super.
I'll signal the shuttle.
Oh yeah.
Dawn, it's Sal Corris. Are you there? Dawn.
This is Commander Shepherd. Jordan didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't. I see.
I'm coming in with the shuttle. Where are you?
My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
No i dobra, lecimy po niego.
Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
How many?
It doesn't matter. Continue to my crew.
I fought a lot of Geth to find you, Chorus.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
Ajajaj.
Admiral, I need you leading the civilian fleet if we're going to end this fight.
Civilians, our entire race took up arms for this insanity. It's too late for us.
It's only too late if you die down here.
You can't possibly think you can stop this war.
I don't know. What I do know is that I can't do it without your help.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
Dobrze, udało się go przekonać.
We're coming.
Dobrze, mam dużo tej reputacji. Jestem bardzo przekonywujący. O!
There's the Admiral! We have to hurry!
I've got this!
Ale jestem do dupy w strzelaniu. Nie mogę.
Geth behind you! Get in cover!
Fuck.
Clear, go! Admiral, come on!
Co to? A. O kurde. On się przyda, bo on jest admirałem od cywili, nie?
My crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Zalchorus. Does anyone copy? Hello?
No niestety.
We've got to go.
Trzeba było wybrać albo on, albo cywile.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies.
On był jakby ważniejszy rangą, nie? Więcej może zrobić. Dla nich potem, dla cywili. Trzeba było wybrać. Ocalić większość albo tylko tych, co było na planecie.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why your people needed you back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save.
No,
Farewell, Shepherd. Fly safely.
dobrze.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
O kurde.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes, we do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
Come on, Admiral. That's a living creature, no matter what platform it's running on.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die.
Just because this one appears friendly.
Well, it hasn't fired on a ship with me aboard it.
No właśnie.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
Właśnie, mogą się przydać.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way?
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
That Geth fighter squadron is still tearing through the fleet.
Can you hold out?
If that fighter squadron isn't taken out, a lot of our ships won't make it.
Dobrze, dobrze, zrobię to
We'll
też,
do what we
spokojnie.
can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to
Nie,
strike
nie, nie,
now,
nie.
you've got my support.
Pomogę, pomogę.
Commander,
I gave in
Admiral
to your
Hackett is
reckless
available on
behavior
VidCom.
before. The patrol fleet. I gave in to your reckless behavior beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
So pull them back.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank us.
Dobra.
Admiral Geralt is right. Withdrawing now puts the whole fleet at risk.
As you say, Commander. All right.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk
Nie, nie, nie.
Nothing more.
Myślałem, że chcesz ze mną pogadać.
Hack it out.
Lecimy dalej. Spokojnie, ja im pomogę z tej flocie jej. Ja jeszcze nie robię tej ostatecznej misji. Co tam, Tali?
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are, Shepard.
Talk to you later, Tally.
Sure.
Co jeszcze musimy zrobić?
You've got new messages, Commander.
Okej, new messages. Mój kuzyn Dorn. Flota cywilna jest wdzięczna, że dzięki tobie. Okej. Zniszcz bazę żniwiarzy. Wyłącz serwer Ghetów. Wyłączmy serwer Ghetów. Baza żniwiarzy na końcu. Idzie Tali. Kogo dawno nie było? Garusa dawno nie było. Może wygląd mu zmienimy. Ten terminusowy jest najlepszy. Ale weźmy ten. Czarno-złoty. Będzie pasował z Tali. Tu jest ok. Tutaj możemy mu dać nową broń. Właśnie, sobie też może dam, co? Też tutaj mamy obrażenia 20. Obrażenia... A, dobra, weźmy to. 7 punktów, co? Okej. Tali ma tylko 2. No dobra, lecimy.
Commander, it is as we feared. Geth squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our live ships.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
O kurde.
That's insane! You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics. Hostile Geth synthetics.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI-human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
No dobra, ufam ci.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not going to...
Jelo!
I guess it just did.
W Ironmana się bawi. Wow. Dobry jest. Ale tu spokojnie. Aż bym powiedział za spokojnie. Aha.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server.
Oj, oj, oj.
Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
No dobrze. Jak trzeba, to trzeba.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port.
Już byłem w tym Project Overlord. Tam Project Żniwiarz, nie wiem jak to się nazywało. Davida uratowałem, więc tu też powinno być ok.
Mapping to consensus. Remain still.
W sumie Legion też o tym mówił, więc...
Shepard Commander, access movement during an upload is discouraged.
No, już się nie rusza.
Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into this server. We welcome you to our consensus.
Wow!
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
No dobrze. No, widzę, mam działko, okej.
Establishing connection
Nice.
to access point.
Fajnie to wygląda. Tylko, że jak ja bym chciał jakiś taki serial z Mass Effecta, Boże, niech to zrobią w końcu. HBO niech to zrobi, bo oni mają dobrych ludzi od efektów specjalnych.
Warning. Connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt infection.
I
Niszcze,
wondered what the
niszcze.
gun was for.
This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're
Bo-
surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Okay, I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Then thanks, I think.
Niech to zrobi HBO. Po Mass Effectie. Nawet komandorem Shepardem może być, nie wiem. To jest najbardziej taki podobny do komandora Sheparda z aktorów. Znacie jakiegoś? Mi komandora Sheparda można robić jak się chce, nie? I tam można też tworzyć postać jakby. Ale zgaduję, że jakby to miał ktoś być, to pewnie by wzięli tego. Henry'ego Cavilla. Bo on grał w Wiedźminie w Netflixie. I on też jest zapalonym graczem. Grał też Supermana w DC. To pewnie rolę Sheparda by chętnie przyjął, bo pewnie w Mass Effecta też grał. Jestem tego pewny. Już, spokojnie.
Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate.
Wszystko usuwam.
Warning. Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
Niszczę.
Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the VI networks?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is Geth, creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Okej.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Well,
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to that creator does not map to our historical data.
No w sumie tak, tylko w dwójce widziałem Jarę bez maski. Ale Get tego nie znaczy Legion tego nie widział, więc nie mógł tego tutaj uznać w tym serwerze. Więc pokazał nam ich w tych skafandrach. Dobra, kolejny blok pamięci, że tak to nazwę.
This data cluster contains information timestamped 290 years ago. Creator, this unit detects no malfunctions. It is still capable of serving.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown connects.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
Idę. Chcę tylko sprawdzić, co tu się dzieje. A gdzie jest ostatni? Tutaj? Czy ja stąd nie przyszedłem? Nie no, ja stąd przyszedłem. Ja rozumiem, że tutaj. Nie. Już byłem. Się wracam. Co jest, kuźwa? Gdzie jest jakby kolejne? Pogubiłem się trochę, wiecie? A tutaj. Nie. A nie, dobra, tutaj.
Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped Geth. They're pinned.
Open fire.
No nie, zastrzelili.
One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
Okej, punkt dostępu.
Hello, Commander. Are you there? Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The Geth squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss.
Oho. Wyłączyły się.
Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Czyli działa.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
Aha, jeden węzeł, okej.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. Shepard Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication.
Okej. Trzeba po prostu drugi jakby koniec odciąć, żeby tutaj nie wyrastało. No dobrze, adaptuje się ten serwer, to jest fajnie, fajnie. To się uczy na tym, co ja mu robię. Dobra, czyli będzie go trzeba uciąć tam. O kurde, tam nie dosięgnę.
We require access to this data cluster. Shepard can disrupt, retarget the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Dobra, dobra. Odcięte.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Okej, poszło.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Wiem, sorry Legion, widzę, że podwójnie teraz też robi się.
You can't do this to them! I said step away from the Geth!
This is insane! We need the Geth! You can't just destroy them for asking.
Time's up!
Jesus.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
No idzie teraz. Ja nigdy nie wiem, gdzie mam iść. No kuźwa. Co teraz? Tu? Czy gdzie? Chyba tu. Jest kolejny węzeł.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
Okay.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access.
Wiem, Legion, wiem, Boże. Nie musisz mi tego powtarzać 300 razy, ja po prostu patrzę, jak to jest połączone. Wiem. Cichaj, cichaj.
Release the rogue Geth units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
O ja, chcieli się poddać.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel then.
Fuck.
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara. As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered. Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The outpost is down. Do not engage the Geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the creator exodus at the end of the Morning War. We had secured freedom. The creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians?
Wow.
You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
Okay.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped. We detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Udało się. Punkt wyjścia.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the core and disconnect from mother.
Już idę.
Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, you all right?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure?
Oj.
What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
Nice.
What?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
Dokładnie.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
No i git, jeszcze wsparcie dla ziemi po behemotach. To im się przyda, no. Warto było zrobić tą misję.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth Primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Boję się z wami kontaktować, bo już raz popsuliście gety i się Okej. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek się podobał. Zostawiajcie łapki w górę, subujcie kanał i widzimy się w kolejnym. Pa, pa.